I've spent my entire life fighting for the Second Amendment, and I've got the scars to prove it. The media and many in the political class have reserved some of their most vicious, nasty insults for me because they truly hate the freedom that I stand for, and they hate that I tell the truth. They've called me crazy, paranoid, evil, and far worse. But the media is so focused on me, they forgot about you, the tens of millions of gun owners all over America. The men and women who come up to me at gun shows in places like Tulsa and Harrisburg. The mechanics and taxi drivers and Waffle House waitresses who tell me never ever back down. You give me the strength to speak the plain, honest truth in the face of all the hate. When I said Barack Obama would come for our guns and do everything in his power to sabotage the Second Amendment, they savaged me. They called me a liar. But every one of those predictions came true. As soon as it was politically convenient, he exploited a horrible tragedy to launch a blizzard of gun bans, magazine restrictions, and gun registration schemes against law-abiding gun owners all across the country. I stood in front of the country and said the only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. I said our children deserve at least the same level of protection that surrounds our jewelry stores, banks, office buildings, celebrities, and the political and media elites. They attacked me like never before, but you stood your ground, and you told me to stand mine. While radical Islamic terrorists shot, bombed, and butchered innocent Americans on our own soil, Barack Obama attacked you harder than he attacked ISIS. He used the terrorism, his own weaknesses and failures made possible, to try to gut your right to shoot back at the terrorists he refused to kill. Thank God we stopped him in his tracks. But while his term ends in a matter of months, his two Supreme Court appointees, easily among the worst justices to ever sit on that bench, will come after our guns for the rest of their lives. 8 years of his policies have laid waste to the America we remember. Through a deliberate lack of prosecution, he has transformed America into a sanctuary nation for felons, criminal gangbangers, drug dealers, repeat offenders, and illegal aliens. Our inner cities now rank among the most dangerous places in the world. Teenage girls are trafficked in sex trade that begins south of our porous border and ends up right under the noses of the elites in cities like Washington, D.C. His foreign policy enabled and inspired ISIS, handed nuclear bombs to the Iranian mullahs who dream of killing us all, emboldened Russia, China, and North Korea, and left Europe on the brink of absolute implosion. Even the weakest leaders of third-rate countries feel free to publicly mock and disrespect our president, while the world's most cunning, power-hungry negotiators played him for a fool. Our economy is on life support. Healthcare is an utter failure. Our schools have never been worse. You can see the despair in every parent's eyes. 8 years, that's all it took for our country to completely unravel. I told you exactly what he would do. The media said I was nuts. But in the end, America knows I was right. So feel free to mark my words. If, God forbid, Hillary Clinton is elected, she will launch an all-out war on the Second Amendment.
I will stand up to the gun lobby.
She will come for your guns. She will attack your right to carry. She will attack your most basic right to defend your family with a firearm in your home. And she will continue the disastrous policies of this administration to their inevitable conclusion. The creation of a new, post-freedom America that you won't even recognize. There is no red line President Hillary Clinton will not cross when it comes to attacking your rights and forcibly taking your guns. She dreams of twisting a knife into the heart of the one freedom that separates us from the rest of the world. The only thing that can stop her is you. The NRA's 5 million members are history's most committed, most elite defenders of freedom. You are the special forces that swing elections, and I need you now more than ever. Fight with me. Stand by my side, like you have for all these years. If you cherish the freedom that was won for you at Lexington and Concord and on the shores of Normandy, if you believe that this freedom makes America better and stronger than every other country, if you refuse to witness the self-destruction of the greatest nation the world has ever known, then join me, arm in arm, shoulder to shoulder. We will fight for each other, for our children, and for future generations, and for our shared dream that America can and will be great again. On November 8th, you are freedom's safest place.